What if I told you the key to success isn't massive changes, but tiny habits that you repeat every single day? We all want to break down bad habits and build good ones, whether it's becoming more productive, getting healthier, or simply staying consistent. But we struggle with this because we rely mainly on motivation instead of systems. In comes James Clear's Atomic Habits. In this video, I'll break down the powerful strategies from this book and how they can help you control your habits, make lasting changes, and live the life that works for you. So whether you suffer with procrastination, motivation, or discipline, this video is for you. So let's dive right in. So I'll be sharing 3 powerful strategies from this book. And the first one is the 1% rule. Small changes lead to big results. Sometimes we want to turn the world upside down and do so much. But then in this book, we realize that it's important to just do 1% every day. If you want to become healthier, why don't you go for a walk for like 10 minutes every day? If you want to become a better swimmer, why don't you go swim once in the week? If you want to read more, instead of saying I'm going to read 30 books this year, why not start with I'll read 1 page every day? It's like small drops of water make a mighty ocean. And I know that when we say that and we picture it, that means how many drops is going to make an ocean? That's a lot of drops to make an ocean. But it's better for there to be drops than for there to be nothing. Or it's better for there to be drops than there to be a bucket every day for 1 week and then we stop completely. So taking 1 step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself when you want to change something in your life. Don't overwhelm yourself when you want to start a new habit. Take it slow. Take it 1 day at a time. Make it enjoyable for yourself, because if you do it in such a way that you cram everything together and you're doing so much, at a certain point you are not having fun anymore and you don't want to do it anymore. And one of the examples I have is when my best friend decided to start swimming, to learn how to swim. And I learned it years ago, but I haven't been swimming because my mom is scared of water, and as a result of that, she made all of us scared of water. But I overcome my fear of water, if I might say so myself. And I decided to go every day in the week. But after I started, I was like, no, this isn't working for me. It's not realistic. I can't do it every day. And when I reduced it and I decided to do once a week, now I look forward to the days that I go swimming, because I know that I'm going to go there and I'm going to give it my all. And the following week, I'll come back again and I'll give it my all again. And I'm enjoying it even more. So it's important to take it 1 step at a time. One of the quotes from the book is, success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformations. That's so good, because it's true. Like, you can decide to do something once and do it big, but it's not something that will be able to stand the test of time. So in order for you to be able to maintain the new habit, it's important for you to do the 1% rule, just 1%. Also, when you think about it as 1%, it makes it doing it easier. If you're someone who smokes, you decide to cut it down. I'm no expert, but I feel if you decide to do, okay, on Thursdays, I won't smoke. Or maybe not even completely on Thursdays, but Thursday evening from 7 to 12 p.m. I won't smoke, because usually that's a time that maybe I meet up with my friends and I want to go out and we want to stand outside and smoke. So within those 4 hours, I'm not going to smoke. Then you add another day, another hour, just like that, Taking it 1 step at a time really helps you to make it a reality. The second point is, in order for any habit to stick, you need to have the habit loop. According to James Clear in Atomic Habits, there are 4 strategies that you need in order for you to have a habit loop, in order for you to have a habit that you are able to maintain and that lasts for a long time. The 4 strategies are cue, craving, response, reward. The first one is cue. Cue is a trigger that reminds you to take action. Cue is something that you do simultaneously with the new habits that you want to build. So for example, I love affirmations. In this channel, I always talk about the importance of my affirmations. And I've realized the best time for me to do my affirmations is when I'm brushing my teeth. I brush my teeth every day. So, in order for me to remember, as soon as I start brushing my teeth, I know that it's time for me to do my affirmations. So, I turn on my affirmations. Again, when it comes to books, one of my friends was asking, how do I read? How can I read books this year? Because I have a family, I have a kid, I have work. What time am I going to get to read a book? What I do that helps me is I always have a book by my bedside. Instead of picking my phone and scrolling through Instagram, which I do sometimes, I did it yesterday because I was exhausted and I just wanted to check Instagram. So I did the doom scrolling yesterday. But then usually I have a book by my side. And so as soon as my head touches my pillow, I stretch my arms and there's a book right by my side. And because it's a cue, because it's a trigger, I know sleeping goes with reading. So it makes it easy for me to read. Another thing that I struggle with is drinking water. Guys, I don't like the taste of water. It doesn't have any taste. It's so boring. But I guess there's a reason why God made the earth mainly water, because water is important. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good for your health. So what I do now is everywhere you see me, you see either a bottle of water by my side, a mug, a cup with water in it. What I do is I fill my mug with chilled water. I put in a tea bag, whether it's fruit tea, any kind of tea that I love. So I have it right here, for example. If I didn't have this mug by my side with water and a tea bag inside it, I would not be drinking water. As soon as I get thirsty after I've talked for so long, I just take my mug and I take a sip. That really helps with allowing me to maintain this new habit of wanting to drink water. That's a cue. A cue is a trigger that allows you to take an action. It's something that you already do. So something that you're already going to do anyway. For example, when you're driving, if you're someone who drives, maybe when you're sitting in the car, it's the best time to listen to a sermon. It's the best time to listen to a podcast that will encourage you. Every time you sit in the car, you realize that automatically your brain kind of is like, okay, it's time for us to listen to this podcast. Then you can tune in. So that is a cue. The second point under the habits loop is craving. What is craving? Craving is the desire to complete the habit. What does that mean? Your craving is your reason for wanting to do the habit. So for example, this year I want to be healthier. So my cue has been to have a bowl of fruits on the dining table. Every time I get into the kitchen, I look on the dining table and there's a bowl of oranges, apples, bananas. There's something on the table. And as a result of that, as soon as I get to the dining hall, I dip my hand in the bowl and I pick a fruit. My reason for picking the fruit is because I want to be healthy. This is the reason why I want to eat this fruit. And since my cue is having the fruit on the table, as soon as I see it, I know, okay, I want to be healthier this year, I should grab a banana. And then I grab a banana. Another example is my swimming lessons. On the day that I've chosen to go swimming, I always have my bag already packed with all my swimming gear by the door. And the reason why I want to learn how to swim is because I want to feel more energized. It's because I really love the feeling of being in water and being able to swim. So that is also a craving. The craving is what makes you want to complete the habit. The craving is the reason why you want to stop. So for example, if you want to stop smoking, your craving is because you want to be healthier this year, or you want your teeth to look better, or you want to be good to your lungs and all the things inside your body. That can be your craving. If you want to read more this year, what could your craving be? Your craving could be that you want to gain more knowledge this year. Your craving could be that you want to be a better reader this year. You want to read faster, or you want to learn from other people. Craving is always the thing that makes you want to complete the habit. The third strategy under the habit loop is response. According to Atomic Habits by James Clear, response is the actual habit itself. So the first thing is the cue. We spoke about the cue, the thing that you do that triggers you to do the action. So let's go back to the fruits. We have a bowl of fruits on our dining table. Every time we go to the dining hall, we see this bowl of fruits, and this becomes our trigger. This becomes a thing that makes us want to take the fruit. It's a trigger for us. It's our cue. However, the reason why we want to take the fruit is our craving. We want to be healthier this year. So this is why we are taking this fruit, because why? We want to be healthier, we want to be stronger. And now the response is the actual habit, which is peeling the banana and putting it in our mouth and actually eating it. Because the actual response has to happen in order for the habit to work. Imagine you have a bowl of fruit, you go to the dining hall, you see it there, okay, ta-da, toodaloo, bye, see you, and then you leave. It defeats the whole purpose of building the habit. You actually have to do the response, which is actually the habit that you are building. Another example is brushing my teeth and listening to affirmations. So I brush my teeth. As soon as I start brushing my teeth, that's my cue, it's my trigger. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to listen to my affirmations. So I have my affirmations. Why do I want to listen to the affirmations? Cravings. I want to uplift my spirit. I want to be ready for the day. I want to be filled with joy. I want to be filled with motivation. I want my mindset to be amazing. And so that is my reason, my craving, the craving that makes me want to complete this habit. Now, what's the response? I actually click the affirmation, audio affirmation, or if it's a book, or if it's just you having it in your mind and speaking it out loud, that is the response. I wanted to give one more example, but I think it's clear. So the response is actually the behavior or the habit that you are building. The fourth and last strategy under the habit loop is reward. Reward is the feeling that you get after you have accomplished this new habit. So there's a feeling that you get, this dopamine boost. So for example, if you're someone who wants to go to the gym more this year, after you've done your cue, which is place your gym bag by the door, you see it and you feel energized because you want to be stronger this year, you want to be healthier this year, you want to build your muscles, that's your craving. You do the actual response of picking the bag, going to the gym, exercising, then the response is a dopamine boost. You finish and you feel energized, you feel stronger, and you feel happier. So for example, when it comes to reading a book, you place your book by your bedside, that's your cue. As soon as your head hits your pillow, you pick up this book. Why do you want to read this book? You want to read it because you want to gain more knowledge this year. You want to read more this year. So you pick this book and you read it, which is the actual response. When you're done reading a page or two, you close the book, you put your head back down, and you feel content. I did it today. I read one page today, and that's good. That's enough. I did a good job. And that is a feeling that you get. That's your reward. That's the thing that makes you happy. It's the opposite feeling that we get when we scroll online, actually. You feel bad. You feel terrible. How did I waste so much time? There's only bad news. It's the opposite of that. When you actually build good habits, you have a dopamine boost instead of feeling down and depressed and sad. So this is so important for us to do. It's important for us to build very good habits because it's going to lead to us feeling joyful and happy. The third powerful strategy from this book is identity-based habits. Become the person who actually does the habit. Instead of setting goals that you just want to achieve, it's about becoming the person who actually does them. It's tying your identity with what you actually do. So for example, you're someone who wants to run a marathon. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, you should say, I'm a runner. The reason why this is important is because it helps it not become something that's temporary. You become the thing. I'm a writer. I write books. So I can say, even right now, as I'm saying it, I just said I'm a writer. It's because it's what I do. It's my identity. It's tied to me. I don't say I want to write a book. I write books. It's what I do. It's just part of me. It's my identity. And the book, he shared an example of if you're someone who wants to quit smoking, instead of saying I don't want to smoke anymore, it's important to say I'm a non-smoker. Or if you want to run a marathon, it's important for you to say I'm a runner. The more you tie your identity to the habit, it makes it easy for you to do because now it is you. Like I'm a swimmer. It's in my mind. That means that everything I will do to become this swimmer, because I am it, I will do. And one of the quotes from the book that is very important is the most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. So who do you wish to become? Who you wish to become should be your identity, should be the thing that you are striving for. Why is this important? When you strive to become the person who actually does the habit, you don't stop anymore because it's who you are. You don't know any other way. And it helps you to stay consistent over a long period of time. It also takes away the self-doubt. For example, again to the example about the smoker. If you say, I'm trying to quit smoking, that means you actually don't even believe that you can fully do it. You are now trying it. That means there's a possibility that you might not be able to do it. It gives leeway for you to be able to not do the habit. But when you say, I'm a non-smoker, you've used your mouth to say it, your brain has registered it. Again, like affirmations, you've told yourself that this is who I am. And because this is who I am, I'm a reader, I'm a healthy person, I'm someone who exercises. As you keep on saying that to yourself, your brain accepts it. Your brain takes that in, and then you become that which you say you are. Another quote from the book that I really love is, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. So in concluding, who do you want to become? Everything that you do is leading to you becoming that person. Whatever you want to do is up to you. You choose, you decide. But then it's important to have systems that will help you, not based on motivation. Oh, tomorrow I'll be so motivated, or not waiting for external motivation from outside. That I can assure you is not coming. You have to get that motivation from within. And that motivation is not enough unless you have the habit loop, unless you create a system that helps you to do the new habit over a long period of time. So in concluding, I hope I've been able to bring light wherever you are, and I've been able to bring you a bit of joy and also a bit of knowledge from this book that you must have if you want to be productive. I wish you a great week, and I know I'll see you in the next video. Bye.